Does it ever feel like someone's words don't quite match their actions, leaving a nagging doubt you can't shake? Thousands of years ago, ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Lao Tzu, and Socrates pierced through such deceptions, crafting wisdom to spot lies and forge unbreakable trust. These thinkers didn't just unravel human motives, they gave us tools to protect our hearts and relationships from manipulation. Today, you're about to uncover 5 pieces of ancient philosophy for trust building, each one a shield against deceit and a bridge to honest connections. This journey isn't just about avoiding betrayal, it's about living with clarity and confidence in every interaction. Let's dive into these timeless secrets to strengthen your relationships right now. Does it ever feel like someone's dodging your questions by turning the tables, making you feel guilty for even asking? This is the manipulative tactic behind "Don't you trust me?" And ancient philosophy offers a steady hand through Stoicism. The Stoicism for detecting lies championed by Marcus Aurelius, who navigated betrayals with unshakable calm. Stoics teach us to control our reactions, focusing on reason to see through guilt trips and demand transparency. Picture Ellen, a 60-year-old retired teacher in Toronto, who grew wary when a friend kept borrowing money with vague excuses. When Ellen asked for clarity, her friend snapped, "Don't you trust me?" her voice sharp with feigned hurt. Ellen's stomach churned, but Stoic wisdom kept her grounded. She replied calmly, "Trust comes from clarity, can you explain?" prompting an honest conversation that rebuilt their bond. Psychologically, this question exploits our fear of breaking social ties, often used by those craving control. I've found that a steady heart can cut through guilt like a blade. When faced with this tactic, pause, breathe, and say, "This isn't about trust, it's about understanding." Each evening, journal one interaction where you felt pressured, noting how you stayed calm. This practice, rooted in ancient philosophy for trust building, sharpens your ability to spot manipulation tactics and fosters honest dialogue. But what happens when someone makes you question your own instincts with a clever deflection? Ever sense someone sidestepping your concerns by acting puzzled, as if lying would be pointless? The question, "Why would I lie about that?" is a manipulator's ploy to sow doubt, and Taoism, inspired by Lao Tzu's call to flow with truth, offers a way to see through it. Taoism teaches us to trust our intuition, letting the natural clarity of facts reveal deception while building trust through sincerity. Imagine John, a 70-year-old retiree in Seattle, who noticed a colleague exaggerating project results to impress their team. When John asked for details, the colleague smirked, "Why would I lie about something so small?" his tone dripping with false innocence. John's gut tightened, but Taoist wisdom urged him to stay centered. He responded, "I'm just seeking clarity. Can we review the data?" leading to a transparent discussion that strengthened team trust. This question works by making you second-guess your suspicions, often masking motives like avoiding blame. I believe truth emerges like water finding its path when you stay grounded. To counter this tactic, say, "Let's look at the facts together." Try a 5-minute grounding meditation daily, picturing your energy rooted to the earth, to hone your intuition. This wisdom for overcoming deception keeps you sharp, but what if someone lures you into their schemes with a promise of secrecy? Isn't it unsettling when someone offers a secret that feels more like a snare than a bond? Can you keep a secret? Is a manipulator's trap to test your boundaries, and the Socratic method, rooted in Socrates' pursuit of truth, helps. You break free. By asking probing questions, you expose deceit and build trust through openness. Consider Maria, a 55-year-old nurse in Vancouver who was pulled aside by a co-worker whispering, "Can you keep a secret? The manager's planning layoffs." The co-worker's eyes gleamed with odd excitement, but Maria's instincts flared. Drawing on Socratic wisdom, she asked, "Why does this need to be hidden?" catching her co-worker off guard. The vague reply revealed gossip, not truth, and Maria's push for honesty rallied her team to seek clarity together. Psychologically, this question exploits our desire for closeness, often used to entangle you in deceit. I've seen how one honest question can unravel a web of lies. When faced with this, say, "I'd rather keep things open. Why hide this?" Each night, reflect on your day, asking, "Did I honor my values?" to strengthen your integrity. This philosophy for honest relationships guards your principles. But what happens when someone tries to control the truth by chasing your sources? Ever notice someone demanding to know who shared information instead of addressing your concerns? "Who told you that?" is a manipulator's attempt to silence your sources, and Epicurus, the philosopher of serene living, teaches us to set boundaries to protect our truth. Epicurus believed peace comes from safety, and firm boundaries shield your information while fostering genuine trust. Picture Robert, a 62-year-old retiree in Chicago who heard rumors about a neighbor's shady dealings. When he confronted the neighbor, they snapped, "Who told you that?" their voice sharp with menace. Robert's pulse quickened, but Epicurean wisdom steadied him. He replied, "That's not the issue. Let's talk about what's true," keeping his sources safe and sparking an honest exchange that cleared the air. This question intimidates to control narratives, often driven by fear of exposure. I've learned boundaries act like shields for your truth. Respond with, "Let's focus on whether this is true, not who said it." Document manipulative exchanges in a notebook to stay grounded. This approach, rooted in how to spot manipulation tactics, keeps you free, but what if someone tries to rewrite your reality entirely? What if someone makes you doubt your own memory, leaving you grasping at what's real? "Don't you remember?" is the hallmark of gaslighting, and Carl Jung's insights into the unconscious offer a lifeline through intuition. Jung taught that trusting your inner voice, backed by evidence, can counter manipulation and build trust through self-awareness. Imagine Susan, a 68-year-old grandmother in Boston, whose friend insisted, "Don't you remember agreeing to loan me money?" despite no such talk. Susan's mind swirled, but Jungian wisdom prompted her to check her journal where no record existed. She calmly said, "That's not my recollection, let's clarify," leading to an honest discussion that reset their friendship's boundaries. Gaslighting erodes confidence, often used by those rewriting reality for control. "I believe your inner voice is stronger than any lie. Keep a journal of key conversations, noting dates and details, and respond with, 'I don't recall that. Can we verify?' Meditate 5 minutes daily, focusing on your breath to trust your intuition. This wisdom for overcoming deception anchors you, empowering you to live with clarity and trust. You've just explored 5 ancient philosophies: Stoicism, Taoism, the Socratic method, Epicureanism, and Jung's insights that arm you with Stoicism for detecting lies and philosophy for honest relationships. These tools help you spot manipulative questions like, "Don't you trust me?" or "Don't you remember?" while building trust that lasts. Try this. Each night, journal. One interaction asking, was I true to myself? Or pause to question, is this honest? To stay grounded. I truly believe this ancient philosophy for trust building doesn't just shield you from deceit, it lights the way to deeper, truer connections. Which philosophy will you try first? Share in the comments. Send this video to someone who needs to know how to spot manipulation tactics, and subscribe to Ageless Philosophies for more timeless wisdom. Let's keep growing wiser together.